Tell me about that opportunity and why that was the right place for you.
Yeah, so I was committed to Boston College last year. I committed during the summer last year, and I really liked their staff and what they had for me. They ran a pro style offense, and they just got a new staff this year, and so I decommitted from there just because I wasn't sure about the coaching staff and how that dynamic would go. And so, I just wanted to open my options back up, and Florida came along short after I decommitted, and I really just fell in love with them just because, their coaching staff is just so, they've just been so successful in the past, and Coach Mullen has coached people like Alex Smith and Dak Prescott and Tim Tebow and QBs like that, and it's just a real testament to him and that you could work with any different types of people. A lot of coaches say that they could tailor their offense to the QB, but it's really evident with him. Whether you have somebody like Tebow that's always running and things like that, or somebody that's less mobile, he's been able to work with anybody on any on any playing field. So that's what I like about him, and he's really good about developing people and really making people the best they could be.
I guess that competition and kind of having to show up to a place and prove yourself might serve you well at the next level, because obviously you're going to want to play at Florida. Just how do you think that is going to serve you when you get to a place like Florida, where there are going to be a lot of really good quarterbacks who believe they should be the starter?
Yeah, just in our class for Florida, for class of 2021, we already have 2 QBs coming in, me and another quarterback, and so people are always talking to me, how do you feel about the competition and stuff like that. Like I've been doing this since high school, and I haven't really had a starting spot every year. It's always been something to work towards. So it's just good to have that under your belt and understand what the competition is going to be like.
Tell me a little bit more about the influence of your dad. What can you learn from him, both as a former NFL player and as a coach, and his experience as a coach? I'm sure both of those experiences have given him a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience that he can pass down to you. What are some things that you like to take from him and bring into your own experience?
Yeah, obviously it's really great just to, be able to be coached by, by him, and I'm always around him, gaining knowledge, and it's just so good to hear what he has to say a lot of times, because he's been to that next level and he knows what it's going to be like. So the preparation level beforehand is always just kind of a head start for me, because he's got to experience that before and truly know what that's like.
How would you describe your game as a quarterback? Like, for someone who's never seen you play, how would you describe what you play for the team?
Right. So I'm a late bloomer, kind of. I was when I started my first year on varsity, I was about 150 or so pounds, and right now I'm 200 pounds, and I'm 6'4". So I was always kind of just kind of like skinnier and smaller, but I think I'm just like, this year has been really big for me, just grown into my body. I've got a lot faster. I run a sub 4.7 now, like compared to last year I ran a 4.9. So I think this year is going to be a lot more dual threat, and I'll be able to do things with my legs like I couldn't before. Before Reedy High School last year. This is my 4th high school, so I've been all around. My dad's a coach, and so it's you never really know. Right. It's been, it's been good for me, because, competing everywhere I am, it's just shown me, like, no matter what level I'm at, I'm gonna have to compete and, be better, be better than the rest, and, that starts to, just kind of work on your brain, and, but everybody's competition, kind of, and I'm always competing against other people, always competing against myself, And so that's that's just kind of the stance I take. I'm always competing, and that's why I like doing things like this.